What's going on, everybody? This is Doug with the McCurdy Outdoors channel. Today we're outside of Lost Valley Reservoir, kind of on a side trail to the, I guess, east of the reservoir. And I haven't been up here in years, so Jessica's with me, and we're just exploring around, taking it easy. Ran into a lot of deer, seen quite a few hawks, and got some video footage of a bald eagle. Anyway, the point of this video is I wanted to kind of go over my thoughts on Shock Therapy's dual rate springs. And I'm not sure if I alluded to this. I might have in another video, but I had 208 off-road, put Shock Therapy dual rate springs on. And this is probably after about 300-400 miles with the stock springs. The tenders had already collapsed and I'd lost quite a bit of ground clearance, and since doing that I gained all the ground clearance. And man, even with the dynamics, it is a huge upgrade, probably by far the best upgrade I've ever done on a machine. And there's a vast difference going from firm to comfort. I'm in comfort right now. That's what I seem to ride in the most. Either sport or comfort. Firm seems like it's just it's too hard. I think that's probably more for dunes or jumps. But I haven't bottomed out the car. I think I have once off a jump, which I didn't get on film. Not today, but a few weeks ago. But otherwise, I'm completely happy and worth every penny. I think I'm sitting at about 16.5 front and rear in comfort. That jumps up to almost 18 and 17.5 maybe in firm. I will say the shocks are a little bit noisier. That's because of that dual rate, but the ride is a heck of a lot better, I'll tell you. And I didn't do the internals. I know it's a few $100 more, plus I'd have to send the shocks to them, whereas I had the springs put on locally. And we'll see if I go down that route later. I'm pretty impressed with how it rides right now. I know it can always be better. There's never an end to the shock and suspension game. But thus far, I am very happy. I will say this about this Lost Valley area. I don't know if it rained a ton lately or it's just ending the snow melt, but it has been muddy everywhere we went, especially down by the lake. There's a few side trails over there that, holy shoot, it's like a swamp. But back on Shock Therapy, I can't say enough. If you're on the fence, just do it. It took an already pretty dang good system with the dynamics on the Turbo S and made it a heck of a lot better. What I noticed the most is the small chatter, and on the big potholes and I guess smaller sized jumps, or I don't know, I guess in slightly uneven terrain, it soaks everything up a heck of a lot better than stock. And most people know that have a machine, the stock springs are only good for so long. They're pretty much junk out of the box, and it's pretty much the biggest, weakest, the biggest and weakest link to any RZR. And I've kind of heard the same thing on Hondas, Kawasaki's, Can-Ams, you name it. That's, the shock is awesome. The spring they pair it with just is junk. And I've heard that same thing with internals, that, you know, you get some shock work done and it'll just, with the springs and the shock internals done, it's even better. Yeah, we'll see if I go that route. This is a trail I've never been on. It doesn't look like it gets used all that often. But I'm hoping to make a huge loop on, I think, the west side of Lost Valley Reservoir. This is about 2.5 hours from my house. And it's gotten to the point where, unless I want to re-ride stuff I've already rode, like I gotta start branching out further and further. So this is a big area I want to hit. There's also a lot of area around like south of Loman, southeast of Loman, and even up in Stanley area that I plan on hitting this summer, if plans go. It's been pretty hard to plan anything with 2020. I think everybody can relate to that. And with everything that's going on between the protesting and the virus, I mean, it's a lot of uncertainty, but I hope everybody's getting out and having fun. It's the beginning of June. June's my favorite time to ride. The weather's still pretty cool. Everything's super green. And freaking tree branches. So we'll see if we even make it through here. I don't know if there's been a whole lot of traffic on it. I know I just said that, didn't I? Huh? Jessica's just putting her head down and hoping for the best. And this is her first ride in the Turbo S, believe it or not. Bought it end of December last year. Got 700-800 miles on it now. And we've only gotten 26 today, and those are the only 26 miles she's been in this thing. And her saying it's more comfortable, that kind of says a lot, because I don't think she really paid attention to it. Anyway, guys, we're gonna end up finding where this goes. Hopefully it dumps out to something else. I have a feeling we'll come around the bend and freaking gonna be a huge tree over. That'd be my luck. Or even better, a green gate. And surprisingly enough, I will mention that a lot of this area I haven't seen many gates, and the gates that are there are open. So if anybody's interested in the Lost Valley area thus far, I'd highly recommend it. I think we're gonna get out and take some pictures. So I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been Doug with McCurdy Outdoors, and I'll catch you on the next ride. But don't forget, the adventure waits. Take care, everybody.